Hey guys, it's your boy Axiosti, or you can call me Axio. Welcome back to a whole nother video. First of all, I want to say sorry I haven't been uploading in a while. I did go on holiday and I came back and I promised you guys that I'll upload a video on Xdefiant, which I didn't have enough time to. And the other two times that I was about to post the video got corrupted somehow, some way, and like I lost everything. So this is my third time recording like this whole thing. But yeah, but from the title you guys are guessing what the video is going to be about, and that is Xdefiant Dead. And today we'll be talking about the reasons why it is dying and the reasons why the game isn't pulling as much as plays they were at the beginning. Because the plays that were pulling at the beginning was insane, but then the game now it hasn't been pulling any plays. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but they haven't been pulling as much as plays as before. Another thing that I want to talk about is, before we do start and before we do get to the main reasons why, I have heard from other people that Ubisoft themselves has said that apparently by the end of season 3, if they don't fix up, everything, and they don't get the play count up to like a certain amount by the end of season 3, I heard that apparently they're gonna end support to the game, which is understandable and it does make sense. So we've got to wait and see. And yeah, alright, so let's get into the main reasons now. Alright, the main reason I think it isn't doing as well, and this is a lot of things that other people could agree on, and that is like the bugs that we still have. For example, like the netcode, it still hasn't been fixed. It has been slightly adjusted where it's kind of gone better, but it's still like isn't as good, and like it does piss me off about that, showing how lazy they are. They could 100% fix that. They probably could have fixed that at the beginning of the game, and that's like the main issue, and a lot of people's main issue why Xdefiant isn't doing as well. And like that's just laziness from that part of Ubisoft. But yeah, the thing is with the netcode as well is that it does drop into rank as well. So a lot of people who do play ranked or likes playing competitively, they definitely don't like this as well. I've seen players complain about so much that to the point where they just quit rank that itself. So it's understandable, and I feel like it should be fixed by the end of this season or by beginning of next season. If not, that's just hella lazy from them. But yeah, that's like the first main proper reason why it isn't doing as good. The second main reason is the lack of content that we have in this game right now. All we have is just leveling up our guns just to get Prisma, and I feel like that just gets boring over time. For me personally, I've noticed that as well. I get bored really quick when I'm leveling up my guns, and I feel like they need to add some content where you could grind for something even more, because the amount of stuff that we have right now it is very boring. Like, we don't have anything, and like it lacks content. That's like one of the other main reasons, because all we have is just to grind up for camos and stuff, and I don't like that. I think they should add challenges like how COD do, and probably add charms, free skins for factions, free wraps or camos. Add something more, something to grind a lot for, and like not just to upgrade your guns, because upgrading your guns only gets boring over time. And yeah, that's just another thing that I think is like a main issue. Another thing before we do get to the other main reason, if you guys do have anything to agree or disagree on in this video, make sure to comment below on what they should do, or correct me if I'm wrong on something. But yeah, tell me your main issues as well, which I want to hear as well. There's probably stuff that I haven't talked about that's definitely in this game right now, and I would actually like to know that as well. So yeah, but right, let's get to the main reason. Okay, the thing I'm going to talk about now kinda sounds stupid, and I would understand completely why, but it's the store. The store itself, actually. Basically, what I don't like about the store itself is like another Apex Legends thing. Basically, they're re-putting the same, skins all over and over again, and they're giving us bland items, which is hella boring and hella lazy from them. Especially the skins that we have, that we do get. It is, I don't know how to explain it. It's very bland. I feel like they need to bring new stuff out, because I feel like they're lazy and they don't want to like make new skins, so they're just like re-putting the skins they already have put before, which, alright, I do get at the same time. They may not have enough time to do new skins. The only time I've seen like new skins that I actually liked was that the one with the flowers that spin around on the MP7. I feel like that was like a nice addition to the camo. But I'm not seeing much, and I feel like that's like a lazy thing from their part. I feel like that could 100% be fixed and be made metal for be made for better for sure. And yeah, that's like another issue that I have, and that's like, I don't know if you guys would agree on that, but like that's like the main problem I have. It's very bland, like it's very boring. So yeah. While we're on the topic of the skins on the store, I want to talk about the battle pass as well. The battle pass itself is very boring. Like, leveling up your tiers is hard. Like, you level up one tier every like 30 to 40 game. And like, I don't get why they did that. They made it so it's hella grindy, which is annoying. And another thing I don't like about the battle pass is bland as well. Like, the skins that we have in the battle pass, it is very boring. Like, the only decent thing is like the last two tiers in the battle pass, which is the cleaner skin and that sniper skin, which I think is actually decent. That's the only good things that we have, and probably the ACR skin, the one that looks like a water gun. But apart from that, I don't like the battle pass at all, and I feel like they should change that up for season 2, because whatever they add for season 2's battle pass kind of determines the player count as well, and the amount of players they're gonna pull. Because season 2 is the only thing that's gonna actually save them, not season 3 itself. And what I mean by that is, basically what I mean by that is that season 2 would be the reason why Xdefiant, would come back. I kind of doubt that because of the way it is, and they haven't fixed a lot of stuff. But we'll see. We'll wait and see till season 2, I guess, and see what season 2 does. But yeah, that's like another huge problem that I have with the battle pass and the skins itself. Okay, so this reason I'm going to talk about is very understandable, I think, and a lot of people would agree with me. And that is ranked itself. And what I mean by ranked is that ranked isn't as good as other games is ranked. I know this is the first season, and it's decent, but it isn't good. Like, how to explain? It's a disappointment in a way. The queue times are very fast. What else? There's a whole lot of stuff I could talk about, and like it will never end. Oh yeah, another thing is when you're playing ranked and like you're winning, and then your teammate leaves, it throws off your whole game, and like you lose points for it as well. Like, it's your fault, and like I feel like that's just a piss take from their side. I don't know why, but when two players leave, I know when two players leave, the match automatically ends. You don't lose points. I think they should do that for like one player as well. It would make sense, because one player leaving, it actually does throw off the whole game, which is understandable, and I feel like it should be fixed. But yeah, ranked definitely needs a whole lot of fixes. There is a lot of hackers as well that needs to be fixed in ranked. This game, I know it's still new, like I said. The anti-cheat probably won't be as good, but it has to be fixed. The game it was rushed. That's what I'm trying to mean, or I was trying to say. The game was like very very rushed, and I feel like the reason it was rushed is because of Black Ops 6. But we'll get onto that later on, because we're going to talk about why it did, come out with this many bugs and this many, issues. But yeah. Alright, getting back onto the topic of Black Ops 6 is that Black Ops 6 was gonna do Xdefiant no matter what, and I feel like them bringing out Xdefiant pretty early in the year it's like a stupid thing from their side. I know the game has been delayed for a long time, or it's been delayed a couple of times, but I feel like what they could have done was definitely delay the game by the end of this year. Because the thing about the Call of Duty patterns is that the first month of Call of Duty, it will be glazed, it will be up there, it will be up in the charts. But then when a couple of, like, after October or November, the game would have just died out. It would have gotten boring. Not many people talk about it. And then when Xdefiant comes out by the end of December, it would have done better, I think. Because, first of all, bug fixes. What else? Everything will be perfect. They would have had so much time to do more for the battle pass, stuff like that. And I feel like they got rushed. Two reasons why. People online kept saying, "No, just bring it out. It doesn't matter," and that brought the situation that is in now. And the other main reason is because of Black Ops 6. I feel like they could have delayed the whole game for another whole year. I wouldn't mind. I actually wouldn't have mind, and the game would have actually been perfect. But unfortunately, they got persuaded to release the game pretty early, which is it is understandable, and I do understand that. But yeah, I feel like they should have just delayed the game for a bit more to like the end of December or mid-December, and the game actually would have been perfect. But yeah, that's like another huge issue, and I feel like that needs to be be assessed in a way for like other future games, I think, because the games that always come out at the wrong time, because Ubisoft doesn't really put funds into games like this because they expect the game not to do as well, which is understandable at the same time, but which is kind of stupid as well. Because I feel like Ubisoft is only caring about one franchise early in the whole company, and that's Assassin's Creed. I feel like they need to put more effort into other games as well, because I've seen a lot of disappointments and stuff. For example, like the new Star Wars game, it was a hell of a disappointment, and like I feel like all they're doing is just putting the fuzz into Assassin's Creed from now on, because that's the only game that makes them money. So yeah, but that's like a huge problem from their side, and that's like an opinion that I have. If you guys do disagree with that, make sure to comment on the reason why you do and what you think they should have done instead. But yeah, let's get into the other reason. Alright, I want to talk about something that I personally have myself. I don't see other people have it. I've seen a couple of streamers have this problem, and that is like the settings. And what I mean by the settings is they might fix this actually, but the thing I'm going to talk about is a whole different thing as well. But it's the acceleration, how inconsistent it is. Basically, you could put it at 2x, but then it'll feel like it's at 1x still. And I think they have fixed that a while back. But the thing that I'm going to talk about is the response curves and the aim assist itself. I feel like the aim assist in this game is very weird. And what I mean by very weird is when you're aiming at someone, it automatically looks into their legs sometimes, or it looks onto the side of their body. And what I mean by the side of the body, like the bullets go past their shoulders, and when you try pushing it into the body, it's just locked at that side of that body, and you have to unaim and then aim again, which I feel like that needs to be fixed as well. I don't know if anyone else has that issue, but I have that issue a lot, and it forces you to stay out of that radius or that hit rig. So that needs to be 100% fixed. And another thing that should be fixed, and this is like my opinion, it's like the way the settings actually works, like so the sensitivity and stuff. I feel like the way they've done it is very confusing for others, and for me personally, it is alright. I don't mind. It's just it gets confusing over time. Like, what's the point of having a 2x acceleration, or having that or that or that? I feel like they should have just done it so it's just like how COD is. It's like it goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they should have done something like that. And if they did, I feel like the game actually would have been a lot easier for the players who did play COD and switch to Xdefiant. Because I feel like that's like another main reason games nowadays just use bars instead of adjusting it with like the whole bar. So games like Fortnite also have this, so that goes out 1 to 10 if I'm correct, and then COD goes from 1 to 20. There's a lot of games that do that actually, and I feel like Xdefiant should add that as well. And I feel like the settings that we have now should be called Advanced, which 100% does make sense. But yeah, that's like another main issue I have, and I don't think not many people would agree on me with that. But that's like the one of the issues that I don't like. When I first started playing this game, it was hella hard because of the settings. I just couldn't get the perfect settings down because of how weird the adjustments you had to do. But yeah, that's like another issue that I wanted to bring up before I wanted to talk about another thing. But yeah, all right. So I have thought about this for a while, and I know they have nerfed this, and that is the movement itself. But I feel like the movement in this game needs to be fixed to a point where how to explain it, to the point where it's like more of a casual thing. And I know I'm gonna get hate for this, but people who play this game consistently or like every day sweat like very hard, and they do 360s and everything. And I feel like no game should have that, because Xdefiant was like the game that was meant for casual gamers and all, and it isn't. I know they have nerfed it where you can't spam crouch or spam jump, which is understandable, but I feel like they need to nerf like the 360s and stuff when you're in midair. 100% should be fixed. I know it does kind of sound stupid, but it is a good reason to fix. So, but another thing that I could add into it as well is that the game is meant for casual gamers, and I feel like the game got too sweaty too fast. That's why the player amount is decreasing, and the way you could tell that it is dropping like hella rapidly is from like the lobbies you get into. So every game you get into, you see the same names over and over and over again, and I feel like that gets boring as well over time. And I feel like that should be fixed in a way where it is, I don't know how to explain, but like they should adjust it where you don't get into the same game every time with the other players, because I hate going against the same players over and over again. And yeah, I just don't like it in general. But that's like another thing bad for another topic. But yeah, it's just the movement itself is hella like it's sway. And I have another thing that I want to talk about casual gamers itself, and I will get into that soon, right after this issue. But before we do, I want to say again, please make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this, and stay tuned for more videos. So yeah, let's get to the other issue. Alright, so what I said right before this, or a couple of seconds ago, was the casual players. And I feel like this game was set out for casual players, but the game got too sweaty too fast. And I'm going to be saying that over and over again, no matter what. I feel like the game got too sweaty, because the games that release nowadays, they just get sweaty so quick. Because one reason why is because they're trying to make an esports game so fast, and I feel like that's just annoying. Like, it's at the point where I'm annoyed by it as well. Like, take the new Call of Duties, alright? every time a new COD comes out, you're already seeing people sweat on that game. I feel like casual gaming isn't even a thing. I feel like by the end of 2029 or 27 actually, let's say by the end of 2027, casual gaming isn't gonna exist. It's all gonna be like all sweaty people, because games just they're so easy to get into esports now. I don't think Xdefiant's in esports right now. Which I completely agree that it isn't. It doesn't deserve to be in esports. Um, but the thing is, people just make games sway just so you could get some esports. Well, not every game, but people just like getting into like the world ranks and stuff, and I feel like that's just stupid as well. Like, I know some people who just grind the game just to get into the world leaderboard or like the country leaderboard, and sometimes I tell them like, what's the point? They're like, oh, you just get on there. I'm like, do you get rewards? No, you don't. So what's the point of, you know, wasting your life just getting onto the leaderboard? You know, like, I know some people just want to do it just to get onto the leaderboard, but I feel like it's just isn't smart. It's stupid, and that's another thing that ruins the game, I feel like. But yeah, that's like a whole issue for itself. But yeah, casual gamers itself, I feel like that's like the main reason why people left, because people who used to play COD back in the days were casual gamers, and when they saw Xdefiant, they were like, oh, it's going to be a casual game, and then it turns out to be a game of horror. It's just a sweaty game like every other COD. That's why I think it mostly fell off too. It's just it being sweaty, which I 100% agree, and I feel like people who do like sweat on games that just come out, they have, I don't want to say this like in a mean way, but they just don't have a life, if you get what I mean. Like, they will do anything just to make one game go into esports, or like, you know, have tournaments in it, and I don't like that. Just play the game the way it should be played. Let pubs be the way it is, and let rank be the way it is. Alright, let rank be the sweaty side, and let pubs be the casual side. But yeah, I have another topic that's gonna kind of hit into that as well. But yeah, I think the last thing I'm gonna talk about is like the skill-based matchmaking itself. And what I mean by that is that the skill-based matchmaking in this game, it doesn't exist for pubs, but for ranked it does. And I 100% agree. I like how there's no skill-based matchmaking, but I know some players that you know, first played this game, left the game because it was too sweaty at first. And I agree, because when I first touched this game, it was so sweaty, and I deleted the game, and then I re-downloaded it later on when I found that there was no skill-based matchmaking, and I was like, alright, I like that. So yeah, but I feel like they should implement a way where every 10 games, or your first 10 games, there's skill-based matchmaking, and then when you know, level up to like level 3, or you've done that first 10 games, it goes back to normal where there's no skill-based matchmaking, which I think would be good. But yeah, that's what I think should happen. Alright guys, so you have reached the end of the video. I wanted to say, first of all, thank you for that 4 subscribers that I've gotten, and the amount of views that I've got on my first video. I wanted to say, make sure to like and subscribe, and make sure to comment below on what they should do to fix the game, or implement some stuff that you think it should be added into the game. But hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao ciao.